Hello, everyone. Who's this chick here doing a YouTube video? Welcome to Tarot Between Sisters. I am Lady Phoebe. Today we're going to do a tarot read. Shocker. I have not posted in a month. Oh, maybe even longer than a month. Because my last video that I just erased, I did a month ago. I did 29 days ago and I didn't post it because I just... because I didn't post it, all right? So this is the first tarot reading on YouTube of 2023. And I don't know about y'all, but this year's hit me hard already. And I know that everything is for my growth, so I'm excited because there's been a lot of opportunities for growth. A lot of opportunities for growth. Ooh, okay. Let's just see. Let's get a couple more. Okay, she flipped. Okay. Okay, this might just be because it's like literally the beginning of the year, and so it's almost like Spirit wants to, like, I don't know, course correct, I'm hearing. They want to course correct. Do you want to come up? And the reason, so... Really? He just looks at me. Yeah, really. Yeah, really. So we have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords, all about worry, making things bigger than they actually are, blowing things out of proportion. That's what the Nine of Swords is, and it's a self-induced worry. It's not that you're looking at your life and experiencing things and going, oh, I have to worry about this because of ... What it is you go home at night and go, oh my God, this, and it's like this creation of doom inside your head. And then we have the Four of Wands next to it. And so right away, I'm feeling that a lot of people, traumas are knocking at the door. Traumas are knocking. Old beliefs that aren't suiting you are knocking. Everything's knocking on the door. And instead of stopping and looking at that and working through that, there's a lot of importance put on relationships. So it's like, oh my God, is he gonna ask me to marry him? Does she love me? Does he love me? Why is it taking so long for them to text back? Why is this? So instead of, do you see what's happening? So instead of, my animals are like, oh my gosh, she's doing a YouTube video. Yeah. Well, and this guy never disappoints ever. So instead of like looking at, okay, why am I ignoring my own call for love? Why am I expecting this person to treat me better than I'm treating myself? Instead of going into that route, it's like the surface level. Oh, when is blah, blah, blah gonna love me? Oh, this, oh, that. And the real question should be, when are you gonna start loving yourself? When are you gonna start loving yourself? Because that's what this is saying right here. And it's, as soon as I flipped the cards over, it was like very clear. I'm like, okay, this is how we're gonna start this reading. This is how we're gonna start this reading. And then the Sun. See? When we are on the path of actually looking at what the truth of the world is, that's where sublime happiness comes in. That's where the Sun comes in, because you're shining your light on what's actually going to get you into a growth cycle or into expansion, or even cycle yourself right out of this birth and death cycle that we find ourselves in on planet Earth, because that's all that's happening. It like our lifetimes in itself is one big life and death cycle. And it's this never-ending fucking loop of life and death and trauma and everything that's involved in there, because we don't think there's another way. But when we are, and what perpetuates that cycle is what I said, projecting outwards. Why doesn't blah, blah, love me? Why is he ignoring me? Why is he this? Why is he that? And it's like, okay, why aren't you listening to yourself and why aren't you loving yourself? That is actually the real question fueling your surface level things. So you're only noticing the symptom in that level. You're not actually looking at the cause of what's making you ask those questions. So that is I think that's a good intention for 2023, right? And like, I do not make New Year's resolutions because I'm going to fail and bail and fucking crash and burn day one. Because as soon as I make a goal for myself, it actually does kind of like, I don't even do weight challenges for me, or like, oh, don't eat sugar. I'm gonna tell you a little story because this is obviously applicable because it came to me. So I don't eat a huge amount of, well, okay. This was then. I definitely eat more sugar now because I still haven't gotten off of the fucking Christmas treats train. This was when the story took place, which is where the relevancy is. I wasn't eating a huge amount of sugar. I ate the odd piece of bread, but I was like super good with my protein shake, with my, like I wasn't eating any complex, or like I was eating all good sugars. I don't know what it's called, but anyway, we don't need to go there. I was eating all good sugars, not a lot of bread. Like I was actually doing really well on my diet. And then Tabby's like, oh my God, we should do this no sugar for 14 days thing. And I was like, fuck yeah, let's do it. It's going to be super fucking easy for me because I don't even eat sugar anyways. Well, what that did, as soon as I put that challenge to myself, what actually then happened is my brain started craving these things because I was telling myself I can't do that. So instead of me just choosing this actual healthy way because it made me feel good, now, because I've told myself I can't do something, my stubbornness kicks in and I'm like, oh fuck, so then all I was fucking thinking about is goddamn bread. That's literally all that I could think about. I just want a piece of bread. I just want fucking toast in the morning. I hadn't had toast in the morning for months at that point. And all I could think of every morning waking up is I want toast in the morning. So when we put rules and restrictions on ourselves, it's actually saying something different. It's not saying, oh, I want to get this goal. What it's saying is I want to limit myself and limit my experience. And so I don't trust myself to make the right point. So I'm going to actually punish myself into making this thing. It's a really weird back-asswards thing that we fucking do. And we don't realize it because all we think is like, oh, I want to do this challenge. But what it was actually telling me is, you can't be trusted to make good decisions, which you have been making good decisions. So you're going to have to put a limit on yourself. And then that brings out all of these other things. So, which again goes into turn with the limiting beliefs that we just carry anyway. So yeah, that was a little blurb. I don't know where that fell in with whatever, but Spirit guided me to tell a story. And so I am but a humble servant. That's funny because I'm like, ooh, King of Swords. Okay, there is some communication that you are waiting or someone's waiting to do with you. Because the King of Swords is all about fucking communication. It is upright, so it's a healthy amount of communication. What this may feel like to me, this may feel like someone that once communicated with you in an immature way. So it was someone came and they had too much anger fueling the communication, or they were biting a little bit too much. They hadn't done a lot of inner work, and so their communication reflected that. This, because he's upright, is telling me that there has been a breakthrough, and this could even be that they didn't even want to communicate for fear of just speaking out. But so this, expects some communication coming. This could be from a friend that you needed to let go of because they weren't in line with you anymore, but now they've raised their awareness a little bit, and so now you guys are going to be meshing again. So this is just be on the lookout for some communication. And I feel like it's more communication coming in rather than you communicating. Does that make sense? And this person also would be someone that you would consider masculine, not male. That's not what I'm saying. Their energy would be more of a masculine energy. Yeah, oh fuck. Okay, what did I say about it might be a person that you stopped talking with because they didn't resonate with you anymore, but they've raised their awareness, because we have the Five of Pentacles upside down, and that one's always being left out in the cold. Not always, but whatever. It's being left out in the cold. It's upside down though. And so that to me tells me that there's going to be a reunion. Okay. I had to work on every syllable of that word. I had to work on every syllable of that word. So yeah, that just confirms what I was saying, that it was someone that you kind of, it might even be someone that you're kind of relieved that they were out of your life because it was so taxing for you when they were in your life. So all that I want to say here, if they do come back and reach and communicate, really, really try to give them a clean slate. So really allow them the space to reveal their new self to you. Really, really try, and I know it's really hard to do this, but really try not to bring the old situation with you, because they have a new part to reveal to you about themselves that if you taint it with what happened before, it may alter the experience, because it's really like for you to be able to see their growth is actually you seeing your own growth in them. And so if you're stifling that, and if you're looking at them and not allowing their new growth to just come out, that means that you're not letting your new growth come out. So this is a real good confirmation for you about your own growth as well, if you let it. Okay, again, if you're at a space where you can't and you're just like, no, I don't want them coming back, that was it, And I'm not talking about the abusive relationships. I'm not talking about that, because of course we wouldn't want to just welcome an abuser back into our lives, right? Again, we know if we have an abusive relationship, that means that we are in an abusive relationship with ourselves, okay? So again, everything is just an opportunity to really allow the truth to come out. How am I what am I doing to myself? So if you're getting abused, yes, get out of the way of danger. You get out of danger. Do not put yourself in the way of danger. But then once you're in safety, then you look, okay, if this is my outside world of abuse, that means that I am abusing myself somehow, and I need to get to the root of that. I need to get through. So I'm not talking about that, okay? I'm just talking about sometimes when friends just like, I'm not really feeling them anymore. I find that we're on different spots. We're in different places in life. We're just not meshing. That's what I'm talking about here, okay? Ooh, and then we have the Chariot on the bottom, which is victory. And then the 10 of Wands. So that's letting go of burdens. So that's what I was talking about. Again, I love it when the cards back my shit up. 10 of Wands, that's what I was saying. Really try to not bring the past burdens of that relationship through, because that means that you haven't forgiven it either. That means that you're still playing it in your head and you're still making it part of your present. So just be very aware when that person reaches out, check in and be like, okay, I need to check in here because I want this to show me my growth, not show me where I'm not willing to grow. Ooh, and then that card and then the Empress. Sorry. Lovers is making a decision, choosing something, choosing your growth. The Empress, fucking abundance. When you're in this energy, you allow things to be what they are. You don't put anything on it because you understand that everything happens the exact way that it's supposed to. I am abundant in my mindset. And with that abundant mindset, I see that abundance outside of me. And so, like, seriously, if you are able, when this person comes back in and you're able to be like, all right, we clean slate in this shit, okay? We're starting from the very beginning. Hi, my name is Phoebe. New experience. And you chose that for your growth. Look at what comes out because of the abundance of the Empress. Like, that is fucking beautiful. That is fucking beautiful. And then the Hermit. Hermit, and then the Queen of fucking Swords. Okay, I love this because this reading like literally has come full circle. And we're almost coming to the end, and I love it because it just wrapped up in a pretty fucking bow. The Hermit, that is what I was saying about when you check in. You go inside and you use the outside world to tell you what's happening inwards, because we can lie to ourselves quite a bit. We can keep things from ourselves quite a bit, especially if we've deemed them unlovable. If we think that it is oh, what? She's here already? Okay. Sorry. I got to cut this short. My ride got here. We normally do it about 12:30. We're a little bit early today. That's okay. That's okay. So going into self and really going in and letting the outside do the work for you. What am I seeing outside of myself? How can I bring this inside? And then the Queen of Swords is communicating back. The Queen of Swords is you two coming back together in a mature way and being able to communicate with each other and grow together. And that's what relationships are. They're an opportunity for us to grow together, and it's beautiful. Okay, I did have to wrap that up quick because I did not think that she would be here so soon, but okay, I love you guys so much. Choose love, then choose love again, and be compassionate to yourself and be compassionate to others. Mwah! Okay, bye. I have to like stand up.